Hi guys. Um, in spite of my insomnia, that I showed you in the last video, if you watched that, Slipknot self-titled ranking, we're gonna touch to my other favorite Slipknot album and where I think the good era of Slipknot fell off. I think everything past this album is not so good, to put it nicely, but I've listened through every single one of these songs from the Iowa album, and I just want to rank them today. Uh, Based on, do I like them? Do I not like them? What do I like about them? Lyrics, rhythm, that kind of stuff, and maybe some trivia in there to give to you, and some personal anecdotes about these songs. But yeah, let's get into it. Um, 515 is their prelude track, kind of like 7-6, blah, 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 blah. And the self titled album, again, it's nothing special. I'll rank it where I rank People Equal Shit, because I think they kind of go together. Although they are more distinct than the prelude on the previous album with 6, so I guess it's a little different. But let's talk about People Equal Shit. Very good song. A common phrase used by the band on their memorabilia. I believe on their turntable, on Sid's turntable, he would have like a little banner that wrote that read "People equal shit," and I think that the title alone is a good indication. You know, we live in such a world where we're just killing our planet, which I'm very passionate about. If you can't tell. I'm very passionate about the environment. I'm passionate about people being nice to each other. And I'm sick and tired of the shit that this world is in. And I think that's kind of what Slipknot was going with this song. Um, and I agree that people do equal shit. So let's put this. Let's also talk about the fundamentals of the song. You can have the best meaning in the world, the best title, but how does the song sound? Um, I think that it's a little slow compared to their other songs, but the bridge is really, really, really good. The ending is really, really, really good. The beginning, maybe not so much. Just the beginning, like first 30 seconds, just because it's slow. But when it starts to pick up pace, like come on down and see the idiot right here, too fucked to beg and not afraid to care, that's when it starts to get really good. Do I think it's necessarily the best track? No. Do I think it's a bad or mid track? Definitely not. I think this is going to be our first A tier. I also want to reiterate, if you haven't seen the last video, we're saying this is my most fave track. This is F tier is going to be my least fave. Just so, because I don't think any of these tracks are bad. I think that I'm ranking them relative to each other. So we're kind of S tier or F tier people like to assume it's terrible, it's bad, I shouldn't listen to it. No, I think you should listen to all of them. I just think that the least favorite ones are just my least favorite on the album. Doesn't mean I don't like them. I love every track. Just I like some more than others. So we're also going to rank 515 with People Equal Shit. Okay, Disaster Piece. Oh man, this is gonna be such a hard list. Maybe I gotta move People Equal Shit down. Let me take a look. Let me see if I should. Yeah, we're gonna have to move People Equal Shit down. There's other tracks. A tier's just gonna get too big if I don't put People Equal Shit down. But don't get me wrong, it's in the upper quadrant. It's still really, really good. Okay, Disaster Piece, A tier. Definitely A tier. Um, it's it's not a song that you listen to for flow. It starts off medium pace and then it slows down, and this is where I think the song shines the best is at um, when it starts talking about I can pull it up. I can't remember the lyrics, but let's find it here. So, kind of after this part, it goes through this, which is a good part. Not great, but still good. Um, but this part, so before this, it's all kind of faster paced music, but then it slows down here. I really like his voice in this part, and I think that the lyrics are good, and I think that this song tells a really good story overall. It's about being bullied and people not being so nice to you, and wanting to kill yourself and shit, um, which is very personable to myself, and I think that it has a good story, a good message to it overall as a song. And just because of this part alone, it makes the whole song. So I think it's an A. Definitely 100%, no doubt in my mind. Okay, let's talk about My Plague. This one's going to go in D. I can confidently say that compared to what else I see. Um, yeah, that's fair. My Plague is not a very good track. Um, the bridge is good, but not great. And the middle part, I kind of like when a good Slipknot song to me is kind of grudgy. It's deep, it's slow. Although fast pace is good, but it kind of like sinks into the lyrics kind of deep. This one, it just kind of feels more mainstream, more dragged out. But I could see how people like it. It's just personally not my favorite. Okay, I used to hate Everything Ends, but it's grown on me so much, and the reason, if I pull up the song here, um, you are. See, let's just look at the lyrics. So, it's very repetitive, which I don't like. Um, but it keeps a good pace, so it gets through this part quick. But the best part of this song is down here, or if I can find it. Okay, right here. So I'll just play this part so you can hear it. But this is my favorite part by far in the whole song. So you can kind of see it has a good lift to it. It it has a good rhythm. It's a good headbanger, for sure. So I'm gonna put it. I don't think it's as it's kind of like Disaster Piece. It's almost equivalent actually because it has one really good part, and the rest of the song's okay. It's whatever. It's like people equal shit throughout the whole song in those middle parts, but they're still good. Don't get me wrong. Just not the most amazing part of the song. Okay, Heretic Anthem. Another A. This is gonna be hard. Or let's put it in B. Um, really solid song. Um, the whole premise of it is, well, if you're like an angel, then I'm like a devil. Or if you're a goody two shoes, who gives a fuck? We're just gonna do what we want. That's how I hear Heretic Anthem. It has a good flow to it, and it's good all throughout. So unlike Disaster Piece and Everything Ends, it's just consistent throughout. Um, and it carries itself really well, and everything strings together nicely. I don't know if you guys have ever heard the Conan O'Brien performance of this, but if you haven't, please do. It is insanely good. A very good performance. Probably their best performance of the Heretic Anthem. They put a lot of energy into it, and they wanted to try. I think because of the pressure of being on television, so they wanted to project But I'm sure some of you, I wasn't really born then, but I'm sure some of you that may have heard this song live, that must have been awesome to hear the Heretic Anthem the way that like on late night television. Imagine the kids that had to listen to that. Very good performance, and therefore I think it's B. Like definitely give that a listen if you haven't. And their masks are really cool in that, and they have good cool outfits. So bring a lot of energy with the Heretic Anthem. Okay, gently. Um, A tier, better than Disaster Pieces. This one is a really interesting song because Gently is very boring throughout the first part. Let's bring it up. Why not? I know I hate to do this and bring it up, but it's important in our discussion. So, Gently is very slow, instrumental in the first half, but here's the first lyric. So, 57 seconds in, we get the first words. Or no, sorry, 2 minutes in, we get the first words. Um, and the way that I look at this song is like he's on drugs and he wants to disappear into the world of drugs. Um, but the the good part of this song isn't really this beginning, it's the turning point. And I think what really makes this song good is it starts really 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 slow, and it builds up and it builds up and it builds up, and then it goes really fast and it ends abruptly, and I think that's really good. So let me play a part for you that I really like, um, and then we'll discuss some more. So so you can kind of feel how the song at this point speeds up, and that part with the guitar, um, in the build up, with I see I'm not the best with drums. I don't know, but he's playing one of the cymbal components, or a hi hat maybe, and maybe not a hi hat. The little brass disc instrument thing. God, I must sound so stupid to people who play instruments, but the way he kind of just like rattles that is good. It brings a lot to the song. It really brings the umph, the speed change. It's the turning point from a very relaxed song to a very crazy song. And another thing we're going to examine is a scream that you will only hear on this track. So most of his screams are very guttural, very Fry screaming almost. But take a listen to this scream, in the way that he's projecting his voice. It's very interesting. It's unlike anything you'll hear on the album anywhere else. So it's kind of too fast. I'll play it one more time. So I've heard speculation on how they did that. I think how they did that, because I don't think that that's natural. Even if you hear his couple of live performances of Gently, he can't get that scream on stage. Um, Granted, he can get close. He pitches up his voice, and he still lets out a scream. It's great. He does it fine there, but in the studio, I think that Sid, when he was sampling, he might have raised the pitch to get that scream to come out a little different. Um, because it's supposed to be a very ethereal kind of scream. Um, not so much to be a daunting, scary, deep guttural sound, to be more like a loud. I wouldn't say obnoxious is coming to mind, but I don't think that's the right word for it. There's a word for it. Put it in the comments what you think that scream makes you feel, and I'll agree with you or disagree with you. But Gently is very underrated for what it is. And for that, I'm going to put an A. You just won't hear another song like that from Slipknot, and it's very good, especially on their Iowa track. Okay, Left Behind, really good. It's probably their most popular from the album. The good, cool music video to it. I like it. It gives the very Iowa vibes that you see, but it's definitely not great. Better than people. Maybe not better. That's hard. Less than people equals shit. Um, Left Behind, I feel like is just overplayed at this point. It's still really good, really solid. The intro, that intro guitar riff is amazing. Um, the beginning scream, I like. I've known faces that have disappeared in time. That's really good. Um, Beyond an amazing first lyric to really bring the impact of the song. I just feel like it kind of tails off at the end. There's nothing. They keep the energy through the song. I just feel like it's not as good as their other stuff. Like it's still good. I don't want to diss it, even though I'm putting it in C tier. But it's like it's still really good. So go listen to that. It's a good song. It's just not as good as their other stuff. Okay, The Shape. The Shape is kind of like how we said with Disaster Pieces, everything ends. Let me pull up that part that I'm referring to so you can hear it. So here's The Shape. Well, I pulled up Slipknot's page. That's not good. So it's okay. It has a very steampunky kind of sound to it. But it's about, I believe, um, how he feels alone and desperate and sad. And you can kind of see at the lyrics, "Separate, I've lost my only way," is their repetitive part of the song. He's separated from his own body almost. And he's a shape, right? He's a shape. He's just someone who is beaten down by other people. Um, but the really good part of this song is about right here. So let's listen to it. So it keeps that kind of energy throughout the rest of the song. It's good. It's a good song overall. Is it anything overly amazing? Definitely not. I'm gonna put it above People Equal Shit, but not above Heretic Anthem. I think Heretic Anthem's just a better song overall. Okay, let's move on. I Am Hated. I Am Hated's really underrated. Fun fact: this was in a movie, Rollerball. You can see the outtakes on YouTube if you want. Pretty cool stuff there. But I Am Hated is a really solid track. It's really good if you're feeling down and you feel like you are hated yourself. It's in the damn title, for crying out loud. And it has a really good kick up, kick ass kind of rhythm to it. It keeps energy throughout very well. Um, I don't really have a lot more to say about it. I think you should listen to it. I think it's better than People Equal Shit, though. Very underrated track. I beg you to listen to it. But yeah, it was in a movie. Apparently, the director was a fan of the band and they wanted to incorporate their song, so they went with that as like they were driving by a performance because they were on tour at that time for the Iowa albums. They were like, "Hey, do you want to do this?" And they were like, "Yeah, why not?" That's kind of where My Plague, if you notice, this is Resident Evil the movie. My Plague was, and if you watch the music video, um, it's similar to that. Um, I will say the ending, the way that they end "I Am Hated" is really good. Where they kind of like sew everything together, almost you could say. I really like that part of the song. Okay, Skin Ticket. Nothing really great to this song. I mean, there is one part that I like that I'll show you guys. Um, cause this one has a very like retrospective kind of like low, um, kind of flow to it. So I don't really care for it that much, but this part of the song is pretty good. It kind of brings good momentum, and you can see at the end they just kind of stay repetitive, so I'll play that too. It just doesn't have a lot of musical element to it, um, but this middle part is so good. But it's just nothing great. Still better than My Plague because I just don't like anything really about My Plague's musical elements. Skin Ticket, I do. I think Left Behind, though, is a little more solid, so it's going to go below that. Okay, New Abortion. This one's good. To be honest, I don't really know the meaning of this song, but it's pretty kick ass. I'll play a little snippet from that. So let's see. New Abortion. My favorite lyric from this song. So that part's good, and then this part's really good too. So yeah, it's very headbangy, very good. Those two parts of the song are really good. Um, I could listen to that 1,000 times over and not get bored of it. And for that reason, I think it actually goes above "I'm Hated the Shape" and the Heretic Anthem. I'm gonna put it in A tier. I think it deserves to be distinguished from B tier, C tier, D tier songs. It's not as good in my opinion as Everything Ends. It's kind of has the same thing. It's just really good at some points and okay at others, you know. And that's how I feel like a lot of the Iowa album is in general. I think you've heard that generalization quite a bit. Um, but New Abortion's great. If you ever watch the live performance, you'll see Sid go absolutely fucking crazy on the turntables when he plays this song. And you can't really notice it in the actual song itself, but he starts scratching the fucking shit out of that thing. So yeah, definitely watch a live performance of New Abortion because you'll see him going crazy. Okay, so you probably wondered, I only have my most favorite and my least favorite left. Well, that's where you're gonna see the last two songs, Metabolic and Iowa. How convenient. It just makes you wonder, well, which one goes first? Okay. Um, I'm gonna say, well, I know it's Metabolic as my favorite. Most of the good Iowa songs are underrated. Like Left Behind, Heretic Anthem are by far the most people equal shit. They're the most famous, most well known. But Metabolic gets no love. So I'll play a little snippet from that. One of the first Iowa songs I heard, and I love it to this day. And it has a very draggy flow at the beginning, um, and it's very self hateful. which evidently helps me through times of bad self thinking, you know. Um, and the lyrics are very unique. Every line is different, really, except for, you know, the bridge part of the beginning. Um, like, my demise, I took a life worth living, I made it worth a mockery. Yeah, that's repetitive, but the songs are, the lyrics are so unique and different. It's like Disaster Piece, right? It tells a really good story. Um, but here's where it's really, really, really good. And I think this is why it is in the top, my favorite song, basically. So this part, and there's the part at the end that I want to talk about, but let's play this part. So it's very interesting that this song, that is the most amazing Slipknot part of a song that I think they've ever released. It's so amazing. Like, I'm about to cream my pants in my sleep here tonight. Just thinking about it. I'm going to dream about this. Um, anywho, um, so amazing. I'm speechless. It's so good. I don't know how to describe it to you viewers. If you disagree with me, go suck a dick. I don't care. It's amazing. But what is the other part of the song that I like? Well, it's this ending part here. The way that they end the song is so strong and good. The way that you'll see in a second, they're going to draw out the screams. They're going to really impact you with the way that they scream. Like, if you've ever tried karaoke of Slipknot songs, which I do in my car every day, you'll find that doing these screams are so, oh, it just really brings the energy. But okay, let's listen to it. See, I don't think people understand the impact of that scream. Like, any normal human trying to reach that level of hatred in their voice, they can't do it. Only Corey Taylor can do something like that. I'm gonna play that one more time. The way he just projects that scream is so, oh my god, it just, the energy is there. So, not much more to be said other than he really punches a pack, or packs a punch there. I said that backwards. I don't know why, but um, it's just such a good song. Please listen to it. Please love it. I'll cry if any of you guys disagree with me, even though it's an opinionated piece. But now let's talk about my least favorite, Iowa. Now, what I do want to do is give this track some credit. The story for it is fucking wild. If you don't know, there's an interview, watch it, The Story of Iowa. But when they recorded this song, Corey Taylor was, I think, borderline just wanting to kill himself at this point. He was in the studio. He gets so fucked up, he rips off all of his clothes and starts cutting himself live on tape. And you can hear that in the song. And that to me is very creative, very uh telling of what this album was. However, as a song, it's just not great. It's like a prelude track. It's like it's not supposed to be good. It's just supposed to be a piece of art. That's what Iowa is. But is it a good song? Absolutely not, in my opinion. Let's kind of just listen to some pieces, skip through the song, because to be honest, it's 15 minutes long, for crying out loud. Um, I've listened to bits and pieces. it's very slow throughout, but um, it feels very Nirvana-ish, you know? As weird as that sounds, but um, just not a whole lot of lyrics to it, not a whole there's a story in its creation, you know, him cutting himself, go taking off all his clothes. Like Clown went up to him afterwards and like, "Dude, are you okay?" And that's Clown saying that, right? That is insane how this song was created. It's just not great though, you know? So, I guess this part's kind of good. The screams are good to hear. Um, yeah, you can hear a lot of a lot of weird sounds coming from this. Like I like that. I like hearing like his anger and his rage, but it just doesn't make an amazing song. Right? It doesn't have a flow to it. I kind of want to listen to more of that. Anywho, that's gonna be my list. Do you guys agree with me? I don't think it was too bad of a list. I think this is a pretty solid list. Let me know what you think down below. But with that, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye bye.